You guys enjoyed the very beginning of the video. I have a quick little feast up in box for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy.
You're my heartbeat, my silent drum that's kicking me till I'm numb.
Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy LowTide, bringing you guys a brand new video. I'm back playing Trick or Treat. And if you guys remember, like I said, I was going to be sort of grinding out this game because, this game is really short. At least I think it is. By the file size, I'm pretty sure it's short. It isn't that big of a game compared to some of the other ones that I have, or some of the other series I have going on. So we're going to be grinding out this game, probably a little bit of Zelda too, so we can move on to Majora's Mask. I know I'm like in the middle of Zelda, I think. So I know we have a while to go, but I want to go ahead and get to Majora's Mask. So eventually, after Majora's Mask, we can go ahead and get to Breath of the Wild. Alright, now, if you guys remember from last episode, which I won't lie, I had to actually watch my video before this recording to remember. We talked to the girl who morphed, Ashley is her name, and we irritated her a little bit more, but we also learned about everything, well not everything, a little bit more about what's in this forest. There's a voice, the voice that we kept hearing is like a siren. And stuff like it's like a siren pretty much. And if you guys are new here, I recommend you go back and watch those videos because this game is very story based. Alright, other than that, she asked us if we wanted to hold her hand, and we basically reached out our hand and said sure, basically why not. Alright, several minutes have passed since I started to walk hand in hand with Ashley. At the beginning I did not trust her at all, but the more time passed, the easier it was to believe her. Oh yeah, she's a witch, by the way. I hadn't noticed before how comfortable her hand is, soft and pleasant to touch. I blushed just thinking about it. Even if she is a witch, she's a girl too, right? Then I sigh. Come on, Axel, composure! Composure. With every step, the curse of the force seemed to weaken. The atmosphere is less oppressive every minute until, finally, I was able to forget about the unpleasant feeling. Before I noticed, the darkness had returned to normal, feeling only empty. Is it because you're holding a girl's hand, or is it just because you're not thinking about it? That's the question. The rotten smell also had disappeared without a trace. Now I could really say I was in a common and ordinary forest, even boring. But I could not be more grateful for that. Just a little more to get out, so let's keep moving. Then I set my sight on the back of Ashley, watching her walk in silence. She was completely focused on that simple thing. If you're the witch from the legend, why are you helping me? I suddenly asked, not thinking twice before it. I was really intrigued by that. Ashley stops and turns, looking at me with an angry face. Idiot, do you really think that all witches are evil? I said that last episode. She was right. The general image of witches is not good, but it's not as if stereotypes were truthful. Exactly. Then she closes her eyes, making an annoyed face. That's the annoyed face. It's true that I had supernatural powers, but I never used them to harm. Ashley lowers her sight and pauses. Suddenly she looks sad. Well, she said she used to have them. I don't think she has anymore. My only sin was to be born in a time of the witch hunts. That's why I was condemned. Oh yeah, that's gotta be pretty damn bad. Yeah, people like hunt you down and try to burn you and burn shit and everything. That explains it well. I feel that I can trust she is good. But there is still one more question. And how did you end up becoming a cat? She probably turned herself into one. Ashley immediately blushes. She was so embarrassed that it was almost adorable, almost. Well, before my execution, there was a cat watching in the distance, so I decided to transfer my soul into it. Ah, nice. That's one way to survive. Great job, actually. She explained, avoiding looking into my eyes. Of course, we now share the body. We have it like a deal. The cat will be happy as long as it has something to eat and a place to sleep. I try to provide her with all those needs. And in return, she lets me stay in her body. As she talks, she is blushing shyly. I see, I think it's a fair deal. I reply with a sincere smile. The truth is that I found it a little funny. Don't laugh, don't do that. She smack us. It turns out that she is both a girl and a cat. That answers some questions, yeah it does. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple times. When she wants to, she can be very cute. Too bad that happens so rarely. Not saying more, Ashley continues walking to the exit. This time, I stay in silence. All that remains for me is to escape from this place. 3:15 a.m. Well, here we are, Ashley said just a few minutes after we talked. She isn't lying. I could see the end of the forest in the distance. I had to contain my desire to scream with joy at the moment. There must be 2 other humans close here, your friends. Go with them and return home. I hope that nobody else comes tonight, Ashley said, giving me a subtle farewell, but strangely she does not let go of my hand. She looks deep into my eyes. Amazed, I notice not the gentleness that reflects on them. Can you make me a promise? She suddenly said with an honest voice. It was no joke. What is it? I asked, full of curiosity. I don't know what I could do for a witch, but after helping me to escape, I think that she deserves me to hear her request. End this legend. She then murmured with an air of sadness. I can't understand why she asked for something like this. I want you to help me to keep people away. The legend only attracts more people, as in your case. I need to kill it, replacing the supernatural danger with a human danger. A human danger. So you want me to scare them with like ordinary dangers as thieves, ferocious animal, a panther, I don't know, bandits, a murderer, Slender Man, I don't know, does that count? On second thought, there is a logic in what you asked. If you remove the element of magic and only leave the danger and then exploring, yeah, it's not worth the risk. Most people won't try to go after it unless it's something mystical. Ashley nods and then looks into my eyes, blushing. Yes, exactly, she said, pleased. Okay, I'll do it. You can rely on me. I gotcha. I responded with determination. I wanted her to know how serious I was, that it was not a promise I would forget as soon as I got out of the forest. Thank you. Then she closed her eyes momentarily and inflates her chest with pride. You aren't as stupid as I thought. Hey! I should have expected something like that. Hey! I told you not to talk ill of someone when they're in front of you. I complained angrily. This girl, simply will never change. After seeing my reaction, Ashley cannot help but laugh. I'm sorry. It's the first time I've ever seen her so happy. That made me blush. Ashley looked unexpectedly adorable at that moment. My heart was nervously beating as if I was with a normal girl. Suddenly, she stares at me and gets so close. Her face is less than an inch from mine. Again, she demonstrates not knowing what personal space is. But this time I don't know whether to be angry or thankful. Having her so close to a beautiful girl makes me very nervous. This is the farewell, she suddenly said. She then brings her lips to my cheek and gives me a tender kiss. What? Everything becomes white at that moment. Everything loses its color. Everything is gone. Everything. 3:18 a.m. Are we gonna remember everything, please? I'm outside of the forest. I have no idea of how I made it here, but this is no illusion. I am bewildered as if I had been sleepwalking. Axel! Suddenly I hear someone calling my name, but it's not any strange voice. It's the voices of my friends who are looking for me. Hey, over here! I shot without a second of hesitation, with a bit of clumsiness because of my confusion. Soon they found me and patiently run towards me. Where were you? The word was killing us, Stephen said with a face that I don't remember have ever seen before. Before answering, I rubbed my forehead. Within the forest, I couldn't find the exit. Alfred was about to say something, but before that, I interrupted him. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was just lost. The important thing is that we're all safe. Yes, you're right. Hey, don't you feel that we are forgetting something? Alfred murmured at the same time. He lowers his sight and pensive. Suddenly, a blurry image appears in his mind. It was white and bright, but I can't remember more. However, that weak memory awakes a strange feeling of nostalgia in me. It was as if I had lost something, but what could it be? Anyway, we should go home. Did we just forget about everything? This has gone too far for a test of courage, I said with no intention of spending one more minute in this forest. They both agree with me. With nothing else to say, we can only return home. By the way, guys, we should write on that page not to go to the forest. Okay, we didn't. Forget about the witches. Somebody might get lost there, as if it happened to me. It was a miracle that I came out alive with the beast lurking around. Before knowing it, my lips moved. Why did I say that? I have no idea, but something inside me inspired me to do so. To be honest, I have no memory of the beast I spoke of. All I can remember is that it had red eyes and white fur, but nothing more. Oh, okay, so we did. And she blurred our memory a little bit. Then I remembered something. I think it was a promise I made to... Wait, to whom had I made that promise? I think about it for a moment in silence, but in the end, I can't remember a thing. No matter, all I know is that I got out, and I'll never come back here again. Finn. Did we just get one of the endings? There's multiple endings in this game. I think there's 4. Boom! Alright. That's one of them. I'm pretty sure. No? We don't get an achievement? Okay. Well, guys, give me a minute. I'm about to go try to get one of the other endings real quick. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that was one of the endings. Alright, so I went back to where we found the cat, which, you know, is obviously who, when we figured out it was Ashley. I went all the way back. I think that's 2 episodes back. So I went before that, and we ignored the cat this time. So let's see how this turns out. I'm pretty sure that was the Ashley ending. We're going to see if we can get the Lillian ending and the other 2 achievements for this game. Once more, I found myself in the dark forest, walking aimlessly and only moving forward, but it didn't seem I was getting somewhere. Come here, you'll be safe. The voice. I suddenly stopped. It was probably easy to see disbelief on my face. It's that voice again. I whispered to myself with no one to listen to me. Shortly after I got away from the cat, a mysterious voice appeared in my mind. It was a feminine voice, soft and gentle, as if it belonged to a princess from a fairy tale. But I can't trust it. Am I really going crazy, or is this for... Those are the same lines. Don't be afraid, come with me, I'll help you. Every time the voice is heard, more clearly, stronger, and more often. She seems to be leading me somewhere. It does not inspire me with confidence, but between the voice and staying here in this putrid forest that seems to have no end, I chose to follow it. So this time we followed the voice, because, you know, we have the cat. Shortly after, I arrived at to a clearing in the forest. At last, I could see the night sky. The full moon shines elegantly, surrounded by a blanket of darkness and stars. A beautiful image, but there's something strange in it. How weird. Wasn't there half a moon tonight? Oh, we got a full moon now all of a sudden. I said to myself as I look to the moon, try to remember a vague memory in my mind. Anyway, it is not important. The moon will now come to... Oh. Ooh. I lowered my sight. It was then that I noticed there was a cabin in the clearing. It was hidden under the shade of the trees nearby, so I didn't see it before, I think. The cabin looks old and worn down, even depressing. But if I'm lucky, there may be someone there. The voice. Open the door. I'm waiting for you, my knight. Suddenly, I hear the voice again. It was in the cabin, no doubt. Somehow, her voice sounds different this time. It was an inexplicable kindness, even love. I feel as if I were a man returning home to see his wife. After thinking about it for a moment, I can't help but laugh at myself. How silly. I must be really losing my mind. I said as a joke, hiding my anxiety with humor. In any case, there is nothing else for me to do than open the door. However, I cannot stop thinking that I'm forgetting something. My hand then slowly opens the door of the cabin. What awaits me there is something that leaves me perplexed. The bodies of 5 missing people were hanging as if they were puppets, with empty eyes, but all of them are facing me. And between them is a woman with a big smile. I opened my eyes wide with amazement, and my lips got dry. Finally, I remember what I was forgetting when it was too late. Thank you for saving me, is what the voice says. By giving me your life, said the voice with an undespicable love, but announcing my horrible destiny. It's true, Matthew disappearing in a clearing without any trace. I have no breath to speak. I just know that we can add someone more to the list. Finn. Okay, so that's him dying. So that's another ending. We've got a good ending and a bad ending now. And we're going to do it until we get all of them, all the achievements in this game. But other than that, we're going to leave it like that for this video so far. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click that like button. If you guys are new to my channel, click that subscribe button and meet up with me in another one of my videos. And if you guys wish to be notified when I upload, click that notification bell so you guys will be notified on email and on YouTube when I upload. And help me grow the Ocean Militia by sharing this video with your friends, with the peeps, with, you know, random people. It doesn't even really matter who they are. I just want to impact people, you know, get them to smile a little bit, or just, you know, give them an experience, you know, with a game or something. Other than that, hopefully you guys have a great day. Live, love, namaste.